Good morning,
we've
Julia.
seen once again, we're told the official Home Office figures say we've got more than 40,000 Channel migrants arriving on those boats in the last, so far this year, since January the 1st, which is weird because it was 39,500 over a week ago. So I think we could safely say it's well over 40,000 by now. But don't worry, it's all solved. Suella Braverman, the Home Sec, she's in Paris. She's signed a deal with the French. We're paying them a bit more. They're going to patrol the beaches. Job done. Phew, nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here anymore. What do you reckon?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be so much fun that we'll have no one coming over the boats next week at all, will we? Really? Actually, what we will have is the continuation of this. We know it, you know it, the public knows it. And the reason why it is because the French really don't ever have a true incentive to actually stop anyone coming across the boats. We paid them nearly 300 million over the last 15 years. We built the camps in Calais, if you remember, way back in 2014 when I was there, and they'll continue to do so today. Effectively, what it looks like is for the extra 100 French border agency staff that are being paid there, we are paying them. So not only are we paying for our own border agency staff, we're now paying for the wages of the French as well.
Well, there was a video over the weekend from a broadcaster who was standing there watching what was going on the beaches in France. And what they've got now, because they've got these border patrols, the French police border staff are on the beaches. The migrants go onto the beaches and wade into the water, and the traffickers just come from another cove with their dinghy. They arrive in the water. The migrants wade out, get into the boat. Basically, it's first come, first serve. Get into the boat. No life jackets or anything like that. The French police won't enter the water. Apparently they're not allowed to. So they skirt around them that way. I mean, it does seem to me that we are not going to resolve this issue. There is no real will from the French. They'd frankly rather be rid of these people, would they not? And they're not going to let us return those people. And unless everyone who arrives in Britain is immediately returned to France, we're never going to resolve this.
And that's absolutely, you've got it spot on. The key point about anybody trying to get to the UK is that they know that when they get into the boats, they're going to be picked up by the Royal Navy or the border agency and taken back to the UK. They are not going to be returned to France. And only way that they'll be concerned is if A, they are returned back to France, or B, the moment they touch down in Britain, they're put back on a plane and taken to somewhere like Rwanda or some other country. And none of that happens. They know that when they get to the UK, they're going to be placed in a 4-star hotel, given some money, given a mobile phone by one of the charities, such as Care for Calais. They have all their friends being around them. They can contact their family, and they know that they're here for life.
And that's the reality, isn't it? They know there's both a deal. And even if a few get sent off ever to Rwanda, it's going to be a handful of people. Or even if you ever get sent back to France, it will be a handful of people. We have the issue with Albanians. And it's fair enough, actually. Albanian people who've come to this country legally, working here, got families here, settled here, protesting in central London on Saturday, saying, we're not all criminals. We didn't all come here illegally, and don't treat us that way. Completely fair. We should never, cast aspersions across our whole people. However, then a small minority of those people decided to take the Albanian flag and drape it over our greatest sort of wartime Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, the day before Remembrance Sunday. Again, very, very disrespectful. I'm not entirely sure that's going to endear those people to the British native population. But when you're dealing with, largely it's 40% plus Albanians who are coming over right now from a country that's not war-torn, they're economic migrants. A lot are involved in criminal gangs. The Home Office have said that. But people have a right to say, we don't want these people here.
Oh, absolutely. And look, for those people who are genuinely here because they've come over with visas or are family members and married, it's quite right that they will feel upset that people are saying Albanian criminals and Albanian terrorists or Albanian people are coming over here as asylum seekers are not welcome. But that's right to say they're not welcome. And instead of complaining to us, what they should be doing is supporting us and backing us to be able to say, look, we ought to be returning those who are genuinely not entitled to be here. And the reason they do so is because they should be upset about it as well, because it disparages them by not supporting those people.